Today we're going to make oatmeal raisin cookies just like your grandmother used to make. We're going to go through every single ingredient, including some different vanillas I have here, a cinnamon vanilla and a regular homemade vanilla that I made. And as we put each ingredient in, I'll walk you through it, but you'll definitely need about 3 cups of rolled oats for this recipe, and I got those oats right out of my food storage. I found some raisins in my food storage too. They were hard, so I'm rehydrating them with hot water. You're gonna need a couple of large pastured eggs as well. They don't have to be pastured, I just prefer it that way. We're gonna get out our mixing bowl next. But if you'd like, you can set that oven to 350 degrees because when we're ready to bake these, they're gonna go in for about 10 to 12 minutes. All right, I've got my mixer here. Love this Bosch mixer. I was using a KitchenAid for a while, but all my bread making friends said to get the Bosch, and so I just upgraded a while back to the Bosch, and I've loved it. All right, we're gonna add 2 sticks of butter. I'm using Kirkland's grass-fed butter from Costco. And we're gonna cream that together with the 1 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And let's get it nice and fluffy. You of course gotta have the right paddle attachment on here. This bread dough hook isn't gonna do the trick. All right. Got the new attachment on, the correct one. Now let's really get this show on the road. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, we're just creaming the butter and sugars together. It'll be a fluffy-like consistency here. And we'll just scrape the sides, make sure it's good. We'll do this for a couple of minutes. It's time to drop the eggs in. We'll go one at a time here. And you know, the truth is I really should have cracked these eggs in like a separate bowl because that second one smelled kind of funky, but it's too late. It's gotta be cooked in. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Okay, we're gonna add a teaspoon of my homemade vanilla and a teaspoon of cinnamon vanilla. If you don't have cinnamon vanilla, use regular vanilla, just a teaspoon and a half. Cinnamon vanilla, this is from a company from Mexico. I think it's called like Bella Vista. And they make a great vanilla. Meanwhile, let's get all the dry ingredients together, about a 1.5 cups of flour here. We're gonna mix it with our baking soda, a teaspoon of baking soda, about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of cinnamon as well. Just whisk it all together here. Let's go ahead and start mixing the dry ingredients in. And now we will add the 3 cups of rolled oats. These were just in my food storage in a 5-gallon bucket that just needed to get used up. I have a ton of them, so I really should start making recipes like this more often. But typically my kids, they aren't crazy about oatmeal raisin cookies. Maybe I can change their mind. We're adding my rehydrated raisins, about a cup of raisins here. Just give it a quick pulse to mix it in, and that'll do. This is also a great time to add your chopped walnuts. However, I forgot, so you'll see in this video that I add it at the very, very end before I put them into balls and put them in the oven. So if you want to chop some walnuts, if you have a chopper like I do, these are awesome. Basically was just an attachment to my immersion blender, and it just blends up those walnuts so fine. So if I'm going to put any kind of nut in a cookie for my kids, they don't want to taste it in the cookie. They don't appreciate nuts and seeds like I do. So I'm just going to grate these up or mix them up super fine, chop them up fine, so they don't even know. And we're going to add them in to our dough. And I'll just mix it around with a spoon in there, because I already took the paddle attachment out. I should have done this, but when you forget something, you just gotta work with what you've got. You basically just need to start rolling each little ball out like this, about the size of a golf ball, and put them on a cookie sheet. It's best if you're using a chilled dough. If you were to have mixed this dough and then put it in the fridge for about 30 to 60 minutes, it would work out really well for you, scooping wise, and they cook up a bit better too if they're coming from the fridge cold. These puppies love to lick my fingers, as you can see. I suppose it's similar to a child licking the beaters. Let's get them in the oven and put these in for 10 to 12 minutes. Of course, as you take them out after the 10 to 12 minute mark, they continue to cook up a little bit, so you don't want to overcook these. Meanwhile, we'll just get another batch of cookies on here, and after I had scooped these, I did go put them in the fridge that's in the garage and let them chill for about 15 minutes or so. And here they are, nice golden brown oatmeal raisin cookies. And don't worry, I didn't give any raisins to the dogs. I know better. As I'm dog sitting, I don't want to kill the dogs, obviously, but I did let them nibble on a little piece of the cookie, which was pretty much just oats and grass-fed butter, some brown sugar. You saw it. It was fine. They did tend to really love that. But the kids will hopefully love these cookies more than the puppies. I doubt it, but you can always hope. So I'm making these for an after-school snack for the kids. It's always nice sometimes to come home to cookies, which my kids really never get to do, but since I'm in my homemaking era right now and really honing in my skills here, we did it. And boy, do these taste like Grandma's oatmeal raisin cookies. They're nice and soft and chewy, but thin. So good. I think you're gonna love them. Let me know in the comments below if you make these, and if you do, I want to hear how it went.